Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to pick number 8 of my favorite 30 progressive rock albums of the 70s. That's right, we've been counting down all month long. We are nearing the end. The end is in sight. Got about a week left here before we dive into my favorite heavy albums of the 70s, right? Those hard rock and heavy metal gems of the 70s, because we got 31 days. We have an extra day in July here this year, so I'll get to pick one more. Thank you. Because 30 just isn't enough, right? Especially in a decade like the 70s. We have so many great classic prog albums and so many great hard rock and metal albums, right? It's just never enough. But we do the best we can. So for today, excuse me, my pick here is the 10th studio album from this British band. Yes, that's right. Hard to believe they have already had 10 albums by this time. Released January 21st, 1977. Recorded at Britannia Row Studios in London, England for Harvest, Columbia Records, produced by the band themselves. I am talking about Animals by Pink Floyd. Yes, indeed. Of course, you all know who've been following me for a while. This is my favorite Pink Floyd album. It's an immense album. Never get tired of it. Really, really, really good stuff. Of course, the band at this point in time still comprised of Roger Waters on lead vocals, harmony and backing vocals, bass guitar, little bits of acoustic guitar, tape effects and vocoder and odds and ends, right? David Gilmour, lead vocals on a couple tracks, lead guitar across the entire album, plays a little bit of bass, plays some acoustic guitar, does the little talk box thing, wow, 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 type of thing. Richard Wright on all sorts of keyboards, Hammond organ, ARP string synthesizer, or ARP synthesizer, however you want to call it. I never know what the definitive way to, is it ARP, is it ARP? I don't know, so I always say both. That's why I'm never wrong. Fender Rhodes electric piano, Mini Moog, Farfisa organ, piano, clavinet, harmony vocals, and of course Nick Mason on drums, percussion, and various tape effects, right? So, doesn't get much more epic than this, right? Of course, a couple really long tracks, 3 of them to be precise, and 2 shorter tracks. 5 tracks in total. Of course, starts off with the quick little Pigs on a Wing, all right? You got Mr. Waters' kind of gentle vocals, acoustic guitars, and then, of course, the Mighty Dogs comes in. 17 minutes and change. You know, this album has got its like funky moments. It's got its really haunting, chilling moments. I think some of the use of the Moog and the vocoder effects on this album are just freaky. I remember the first time when I first started listening to Animals. I remember I first heard this when I was in college because I had a couple suite mates in the dorm who were huge Pink Floyd fans, and they would play Metal and this all the time, and The Wall. And Dark Side, of course, and Wish You Were Here. But like they would always want to put on Pink Floyd very late at night after we had all been doing stuff for a number of hours, at the wee hours of the morning. And I remember hearing some of this, again, I was a hard rock and metal guy, never really listened to Floyd much, and I'm just sitting there and I'm thinking, yeah, okay, that's kind of weird, kind of creepy. My brain is doing funny things right now, right? Yeah, and a lot of moments on this album that would, this and like Echoes used to just totally like put me in another zone, and I was like, whoa, maybe this Pink Floyd band ain't so bad after all, but I'm not sure if I like it or I'm just kind of intrigued by it in the moment. Anyway, this album's got lots of great guitar work throughout this entire album from Mr. Gilmour. The solos, the funky licks, the acoustic guitar stuff, and a lot of layers and textures all over this album. I like the underpinning, the use of like acoustic guitars under the electric guitars, and then like the regular electric solos and things. Very, very nicely done. Then you got Pigs, 3 different ones, fantastic. Sheep, fantastic. I mean, the 3 lengthy tracks are just everything just kind of like segues into each other. It's just so good. And then, of course, Pigs on the Wing Part 2 finishes it off a little. Get the quick little, exactly minute and 24-second bookends, the start and the middle and the end, and then all that luscious stuff in the middle. right? Just amazing. Just over 40 minutes of music. Terrific. I wouldn't change a thing. I just love so many parts on here. Like I said, it's just the whole way it's arranged. It all makes such perfect sense, even though at times it seems like it's going all over the place. Just absolutely love it. Love it, love it, love it. Animals is my pick for today. Let's take a look at the charts, right? Because you know this baby charted pretty damn high everywhere. Australia, number 3. Austria, number 2. Canada, number 12. Finland, number 9. The Dutch charts, 1. The German charts, number 1. Italy, Sal, number 1. New Zealand, number 1. Norway, number 2. Spain, number 1. Sweden, number 3. UK, number 2. And the US Billboard chart, number 3. All right. Of course, this repeat on the charts again with various reissues. So in 2006, it shot back up to number 36 in Italy. Again in 2010, Italy went back on the charts again at number 79. In 2011, in Czech Republic, number 37. France, 80. Norway, 37. Scotland, 88. Scotland, geez, have we seen Scotland on any of these charting, any of these shows where we talk about the charts? Never. The Swiss charts, 71. In 2012, Spain went back up to number 76. 2016, Belgium, 89. Czech, 58. Scotland again, 88. In 2017, back into the Czech charts at 51. In 2018, the Czech charts 59 once again. In 2022, of course, we had the remix, right? Australia 27, Belgium 13, Czech 38, in the Danish charts 20, Hungary number 5, the Polish charts number 10, Portuguese album charts number 1, again Scotland number 3, and Spain number 16, the Swiss album charts 5, US Billboard 21. So man, every time this thing got reissued, man, it's boom, it's back in the charts. Very similar to the whole Dark Side of the Moon thing. What else we got here? Let's move on to, do we have any others? No, that's it. Let's go move on to certifications. Here's where it gets even more bonkers. Austria, certified gold, 25,000 copies. Brazil, 60,000 copies, although they don't have a designated certification, what it's called. In Canada, 2 times platinum, 200,000 copies sold. France, platinum, 400,000. Germany, platinum, 500,000. Italy, platinum, 50,000. Poland, gold, 10,000. UK, gold, 100,000. I would have thought this would have sold more in the UK. I know it's because they don't have as many people as other territories, but it's just, you would think. US, 4 times platinum as of the last certification. 4 million copies sold. Ridiculous, right? I mean, it's just crazy. The run of Pink Floyd albums, basically starting with Dark Side of the Moon, all throughout, pretty much the end of their run. You got ridiculous numbers. So that is my choice for today. Animals by Pink Floyd. Let us know what you think of Animals in the comments below, as well as your pick today. Pick number 8. We only got 7 more to go. So tune in tomorrow for number 7. And visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube all together all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And click on that notification bell. So you get alert of all of our content as it posts, and please do hit the like button before you leave. Also down below we got the links to our Ko-Fi page for channel donations, as well as our merch page, so thank you in advance for helping out, as many of you do whenever you can. Thank you so much, we appreciate that. And coming up here on the channel, of course, we've got it is Friday, so you know what that means. It's time to go into the fun house. So Martin Popoff and myself will be back at you in just a little bit. We're going to be talking about kind of non-English language vocals, or bands who English is not their first language, and what it's like to kind of interpret that music, and does it hinder our enjoyment, or which of the languages are easier to kind of enjoy and digest, and which ones are not, and so on and so forth. So we're going to kind of do that a little bit here this morning, and then we've also got 3 o'clock today, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Ken Golden will be coming back on the channel like we do each and every week, and he'll be talking about some of the cool new releases that are coming out this week, today actually, in the worlds of prog rock and fusion and power metal and progressive metal. So that's all going to be happening at 3 o'clock today. Ken will tell you what he's got in stock, what's coming in stock. So if you want to go order that with the Laser's Edge or anywhere else, at least you know what the releases are that are coming out today. And then we've got, coming up this weekend, we've got ranking the albums on Sunday. I will be ranking the catalog of the great British prog, folk, baroque, medieval Renaissance band Griffin, whatever you want to call them, right? Very cool, quirky band, as well as we got the Curse of the Collector coming up on Sunday night. So lots happening this weekend, so stay tuned for all of it. Until tomorrow for pick number 7, I am Pete Pardo. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you then. Take care. Bye-bye.